Alright, so we're working on this Onshape assembly basics assignment, and I wanted to review just some techniques that are covered here, but maybe we were having trouble understanding them. And so first thing, you import that part in there, and you just set it somewhere. And then it talks about doing the first mate, and talks about holding the shift key, which is really a useful tool, but I think it was a little bit confusing, so I'm going to show that. So this is the parts studio. So these are the actual parts, and this is the assembly. And so this is where I need to import parts. So I can go to insert, and we start off with, we can grab all three, grab one at a time. It's up to you. We'll start with this guy. And so here we can actually drag it and move it around in our assembly. Okay, where in Parts Studio it's kind of fixed in place. Here we can drag it around and move it around however we like. Okay? And so our first step is to fix it to the origin. And so for that we use a fastened mate. So we have all these different kinds of mates. The revolute mate, the slider mate, the planar mate, the cylindrical mate. For the most part you use the revolute and the fasten probably. Sometimes you use a slider, maybe planar. But for now we're going to use fastened. Okay, and we're going to fasten it to the origin. So we select the origin right there. And they want to select the middle of this face. So if I try to select the middle of this face, it's this little like dot that shows up there when I hover to the side. Now when I move the mouse to try to grab it, it disappears. And so what they're saying to do in the instructions is when you have this face selected, we hold down the shift key, and now I can grab the one that I want. Okay, and that allows me to get the thing. Okay. The other thing to note is, here, I'll show that again. So I want to do that fasten mate. So we want to set our mate connector right here. We want to select the face that we need. We're going to hold down shift, and then we can, then you can, there's all these different options you can grab. We want to grab that one. And so we're good to go. Oh, and if you click that check mark, it'll open up another fasten mate, which we don't say what we're doing. Something else you can do with a fastened mate is you have this option to do like offsets. So we could set like a Z offset, and in this case it went down, or we could set like we could reverse it and make it negative. We can rotate it. We can also rotate like this. We can flip it like that too. So there's lots of things that we can do here. I don't think we want the offset there, but nope, we'll set it back to 0. Or we'll just remove the offset. Okay, and so now you would insert your other parts and the clip here. And so for this one, you want to put, you want to connect this edge right there to this one right here. And then, in my case, I'm not sure. There you go, rotate. Okay, and you can see it's in the wrong spot. If you even did it like a different mate, so like let's say you did, let's say you chose this outer edge, and that outer edge right there, you can see that, oops, let's grab it again. So fasten. So hold down shift, grab it, hold down shift, grab it. So this is not the one it said to do, but you see you ended up in there. And so if you end up in there, what you can do is you can set an offset here. So in that Z direction, I'm going to try 5, it's probably too much, maybe like 2.5 or something. And then you also could do an offset down to try to get it to line up the face there. Okay. I'll take a look at this one too. So there's a trick to this one. They didn't realize it first. So you have a couple options for most of these. So like when you do the one on the bottom, you'll use the you'll use like that top edge to mate it with like one of these like interfaces like that. Okay, but like when you're doing the rest of these pieces, really what we want to do is we want to use the corners and then we can do it offset from the corner. So like, let's grab that corner of that face, and then I can grab that corner there, and now I want to put it in the right spot. So I'm going to add my offset, and it told us that one width is 8, so we can move it by 1 brick or 2 bricks. Let's make this to be 16 to move it over by 2. Then we get in the right spot that way. And then you could also rotate it about the z-axis. We have 4 axes of rotation there as well. And that's to alternate, mate, animate, and mate to greater freedom. Nothing like that. Okay. And so we've got that in place. You can kind of do the rest on that one. And then here, you can just do fasten mates, but I'll just show you if you want to do a gear mate on this one, you can. So we start by, instead of doing a fasten mate, you can do a revolute mate. Okay. And so here you can see it's stuck in that thing, so I could flip this arrow to bring it on top. And I think I grabbed the wrong one too. Let's see. I think that's what's supposed to go. Let's look at the picture. Yeah, the big one's supposed to go over there. Okay, so we're going to go edit our revolute mate. So we're going to set that one and that one, and then we'll flip it to come on top. And now it can spin. Now it won't spin unless you're fastened to the origin here. So if you delete that fasten mate, you won't be able to get it to spin. Add a revolute mate right here as well. Okay, and again, you need to flip it. Alright. And so the one thing that I'm not sure about here is to how to set those offsets rotationally. We want to rotate around Z, but it's not going to let us rotate around Z. So I can do this, but this just rotates at 90 degrees. Not very helpful there. Maybe on this other one. Just to get them to line up the teeth. There you go. That kind of works. Okay? And so now we have these 2 revolute mates. And if we want to make a gear mate, then what we do is we choose gear relation. And we're going to choose our 2 revolute mates. Okay? And now you can see they turn together. But they don't turn quite right. They don't look like gears. So the key is that we have to change this relation ratio, and we got to count the number of teeth. Okay, so set the ratio. We have 16 teeth on this one and 25 on this one. And so our ratio is going to be 25 over 16. And we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, then we need to invert it. Yep, that works, right? If it didn't work, we could do the reverse that, 16 over 25. And we're good to go. Okay, so now, if we want to right-click on this one, we can choose Animate. And let's give it maybe 3,000 steps. And we're going to play it. And we see our gears turning. Now, you can see there's an issue where those teeth are overlapping. I'm actually not sure how to solve that issue. Aside from editing the original parts. But there you go, we got our gear relation. Maybe make it go a little faster. Let's see. Anyway, there we go.